The track temp is 27. The air temp is 26 Celsius. 23rd place. Alright John, here we go. Go, go, go.
Hello and welcome to my review of the 2022 Fanatec CSL Load Cell pedal set. I am well aware that influencers have had access to this pedal set for several months and that I am fashionably late to the party on this one. I think it will be fun to review something new for a change, and hopefully I can give some insights from the perspective of a professional modder. The question I asked at the start of part 1 was, would I be happy to run this as my main pedal set? If you don't wish to hang around to the end of the video, the short answer is yes. The long answer is of course more complicated. As I've already mentioned in part 1, these pedals have a pressed steel construction with the individual pedal assemblies attached to an alloy heel plate. The pedals feel reassuringly solid, and once bolted to my mounting plate are absolutely rock solid. My mounting system allows me to change pedal sets from the top only, saving me a lot of time as I'm often swapping items on and off the rig. My only reservation is that the front mounting points are in the heel plate, meaning it is impossible to remove the heel plate with the pedals in situ for minor cleaning or maintenance. I am not a lover of ecosystems, so we'll be using these as standalone pedals on PC. Before using the pedals, it is essential to download and run the CSL pedal software from Fanatec's website. Even though you can adjust most parameters in SIM, the load cell sensitivity defaults to 30% on my set, which will be far too soft for most drivers. The software is actually very useful, allowing not only adjustment of the load cell sensitivity, but has an advanced mode which allows some adjustment of all the pedals. The big bonus is that load cell sensitivity can be adjusted in real time. So if you keep the window open on a second monitor, you can adjust the sensitivity anytime you want. If left with focus on it, sensitivity can also be adjusted using the left and right arrow keys. This could come in handy for adjustments during a session. I have ended up running 75% for ABS cars and 80% for non-ABS. This would seem like a pretty good starting point. For me, the tension of the gas and clutch pedals seems about right, although I expect some people will be looking for a heavier accelerator pedal at some point. I was very happy with the feel of the clutch and brake pedals, having no problems at all with the Tipton type curved pedal faces. I did however find the gas pedal rather slippery and was having to be constantly aware of my foot position and reposition my foot quite often. This is however a minor irritation and something I can look into fixing in part 3. The pedals functioned 100% reliably during the test with no drift from the hall sensors at all. In fact, I did not have to perform a single recalibration during my test period, so absolute top marks on this front. The last area where I have some concerns is that the pedals pivot on what appear to be plain plastic bushings. There is no sign of additional play developing over the test period, but I would have some concerns over the pedals becoming sloppy with prolonged use. If anybody is having problems in this area, please feel free to contact me, as making some alternative brass or nylon bushings shouldn't be a massive problem. I will be performing a teardown in part 3, so we'll have more information on this issue later. The brake pedal features a polyurethane damper stack of 4 65 Shore dampers. This is 2 less than the previous CSL Elite pedals and results in a firmer pedal with less travel. They've also ditched the foam damper, which suits me better as I believe it gives a more predictable pedal. Providing no adjustment of the damper stack I think is a bit of a risk on Fanatec's part, as I expect the sock toe guys will find it too firm, and the Max the Load Cell guys will probably find it too soft and could potentially split 65 Shore dampers. Just to recap, previous testing has found that I brake slightly to the soft side of average, and I was perfectly happy with this brake setup. If you feel the brake is too hard or too soft, or are splitting dampers, once again please feel free to contact me or leave a message in the comments, as this will give me some idea of the demand for mods for these pedals. So, to sum up, these pedals have a lot of upsides and only a few downsides, some of which may not show up until I've had years of use. Pros are: price, £200 imported into the UK, including shipping and import duties. Load cell brake and PU damper stack. If you are upgrading from a consumer set of pedals, this will give you the most significant performance uplift. The Hall sensors were reliable, accurate and exhibited zero drift during the test period. While these have obviously been built to a price, once mounted the pedals felt rock solid. Software gives useful adjustments and is a welcome feature for standalone users. The cons are limited adjustability compared with more upmarket sets. The tipped and pedal faces won't suit everybody, and I have some reservations over the plastic bushings. You could argue this is an entry level set, and I think Fanatec has absolutely nailed it. With a bit of mild customization, I seriously believe these could be the only pedals you would ever need. My money where my mouth is, I'm going to move these to my rig at home and make them my daily driver from now on. I intend to sort out the slippery gas pedal and look to add some adjustability to the damper stack. I will keep an eye on the bushings for wear, but other than that I just intend to drive them. So that is it for part 2. I will be back in part 3 to give you my long-term findings and the results of any modifications I have made. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the track.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
E22, 2 to go. Yellow flag.